Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's will be a quick review for a new mouth-to-lung RTA. As you know, I do love my mouth-to-lung RTAs. This one's going to be the Vertex from HellVape. Now the Vertex is going to be a single coil RTA. That build deck does remind me very much of the MTL RTA from HellVape a little while ago. It's got the same sort of airflow disc under the coil. Show you that up close. What we'll do first, go do it up close, unbox it, show you the packaging, for the build, come back up top, and we'll talk about the Vertex MTL RTA. Okay, here are the box for the HellVape Vertex. Nice orange box, got a picture of the device itself, it says Vertex. This side, Vertex MTL RTA, tells you the colour of my stainless steel obviously. A few details there, and on the back, a few more details. Inside this box, gonna get quite a few things. Gonna get a little user manual, a little bag of cotton. Gonna get a total of 10 coils, which is quite generous. We've got 5 in 1 ohm, 5 in 0.6 ohm. Both of these we can full. Gonna get a little bag of all the spares, spare O-rings, spare grommets, spare post screws, and a screwdriver. Gonna get this little tool, short this for later on. Gonna get a second longer chimney section, and also an extender piece of glass to make a whole 3.5 mils of e-liquid. And here we are with the Vertex RTA itself. A few tech specs for you. This will be a single coil RTA. Diameter will be 22mm. Height wise, with a shorty glass that holds 2 mils, it will be 53mm. With the extended glass that holds 3.5 mils, it will be 58mm. So not much difference. I will be changing this one later on to the 3.5 mil. On the base, as your CE mark, don't dispose in the bin, and your HellVape logo. Little gold plate 510 pin. Going for the top, it will be a 510 drip tip. It's got a knurl in here. That's not part of the tank. That actually is the entire drip tip. 2 O-rings. Nice tight bore mouth-to-lung, I must say. This is with 2-stage. This part will unscrew. You can change it. Don't know if you're bringing these sort of different styles out, but yeah, you can screw that out and change it. Like I said, it's going to be 510. So any 510 will fit in here. On the top, we've got a little ridge here. It's going to be top fill. How you fill this one, this whole section will unscrew to reveal 2 big filling ports. Nice big silicone seal there. There's a little holding nut there. It says open. That's going to be reverse threaded. That is what you need a little tool for. Just grab it for you. You'll need this little tool to put in here to unscrew that. Show that in a minute when I change the glass over. The airflow on this will be one-sided. There's one big cyclops there, not the other side. We've got different stages of airflow. We've got a 0.8mm, a 1mm, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, then a big open cyclops here. Like I said, it's one-sided. To get to the deck, unscrew this part. Gonna put that to one side. What I'm going to do first, I'm going to show you how to change the glass. Take off that one there. On the chimney here, in the small version, it does say Vertex. It's a nice tight domed chimney. And on that spare one, it does also say Vertex, I believe. Yeah, it does. But this one's going to be slightly longer. To change this, to make a whole 3.5 mils, you need to hold that part there. Get your tool and undo that little screw. Like I said, it is reverse threaded. You have to go opposite way round. And that will just fall out like that. You'll then get the chimney, unscrew the chimney. Take that one off. Screw in the bigger one. And then get that little nut. Screw it back in again as well. When that's in there, you can then use your bigger glass. And that will now hold 3.5 mils of e-liquid. Put all this one side. And here are the build deck. Very similar to the MD RTA from HellVape. That one was, I think, 24mm. It's got the same sort of post facing the same way. Same sort of juice wicking channels here. And the airflow under the coil. It's going to be the same again. Got a big open hole there. But you do get the little air disc. And the air disc, there's going to be 3 different settings. You've got a little 0.8mm hole, 3 times 0.8mm and 1 big Cyclops. This you just push inside that little channel there. So O-ring there. Push it in really tight. Like I said, with the MD RTA, it's the same sort of thing. There's little channels here, and they do say that when you got a building here, you can spin this around. I will find that when you spin it around though, it does pop up quite easy. I wouldn't change it and play around with this one too much. Set it for the airflow you want, and then just leave it. I've been using my one with the 3 times 0.8mm. I'm going to turn it around to there. You can see it's already raising slightly already. Push it all the way in. It's quite tight to turn around. I wouldn't put any juice on that O-ring. You want that O-ring to be really tight to hold it in place. I did get the MD RTA. Didn't review it because I wasn't really impressed with it. My 2-air discs with the MD kept falling out all the time. They were really, really loose. This was not so bad, but I wouldn't play around with this one. Set it for what you want. Either the 8mm, the 3 times 8mm, or the Cyclops. Push it in nice and tight and leave it there. This RTA, I wouldn't recommend using on a mechanical device, just in case that does fall out by mistake. Touch the coil or touch the post and get a short. I've had no issues with it falling out. But like I said, I put mine in there and just leave it. I don't think it's really feasible to sort of spin this around when your coil's in there because it just lifts up slightly. So yeah, it's very simple to do this one. Onto your post. So with flathead screws, put your legs in here and here. Pull your coil over the air hole, this side that's facing it, and put your wick straight in here. What I'm going to do is do a quick build. The core today will be from Nature Vape. Obviously, it's going to be a 1-core Clapton. It's going to be 0.98 ohm, camphor wire. In the diameter will be 3mm. You can easily get a 3mm coil in here or 2.5. Just get your coil, put the leg straight through, push that coil all the way to the post more or less, and then screw it all down. Put your rod in place, pull the coil slightly over the hair hole and pull it up slightly. Careful not to touch the post. Like I said, you can get a 3mm coil in here or 2.5. I like the in diameter 3mm. Just about there is fine. Go right over those holes. Could cut these wires quickly. Put on the device, we'll check the ohms. So yeah, that came out at 0.8. Going to dry fire these coils. That will change slightly. That's glowing nicely there. Came in at a 0.82 in the end. Let it cool down, we'll wick it up. Simple and easy, this one to wick up. Cut your cotton more or less to the deck. I don't fluff up my cotton too much. I always do what I always do. Give a little trim on the top to make it slightly V-shaped. Like so. And let's push that cotton straight down into the channels. It's never easy on camera, is it? Just make sure there's enough cotton just there covering the hole is enough. I have more cotton on top and just a little bit going down there. Get some juice. The juice today will be my strawberry bubblegum from Nova Vapes. Just done a review for this. Really enjoying this flavour, I must say. That will do for me. Yeah, you can see here with this cotton, make sure it's not sort of hanging over the other air holes because some juice might drip down inside there. Just pull the cotton over slightly, make sure it's all that way there. Simple and easy. Put on a top cap. Keep an eye on the ohms. 0.83. It's still 0.83. Fill it up with some juice. Like I said, with the extender, it'll hold 3.5 mils of e-liquid. And yeah, there we are. That's with the Vertex RTA. So yeah, that was a quick look at the HellVape Vertex RTA. It's that same building here. 0.83 ohm. Find this one at 16 watts. On the outside, it's open to that 1.4mm air hole. Under the coil, it's that same 3 times 0.8mm. Have a quick vape. That's a nice, slightly loose mouth to lung. I'll talk more about the airflow in a minute. The quality on this one is a decent little RTA. I've not had many issues with this one. The only real issue will be to change that 2mm glass to the 3.5mm glass. It's a bit of a pain in the ass having to undo that locking nut, then unscrew the chimney, screwing a new chimney, screwing the locking nut. That's going to be not really a bad point in a way because you're going to do that once. When I got this, I changed it straight away to the 3.5 mils. I put it back in 2 mils for review. So it's going to be sort of thing that you do just once. You either want it in 2 mil or 3.5 mil. Going to go over the good points and the bad points. Good points first will be that capacity. It is going to be either a 2 mil or a 3.5 mil. 2 mil for mouth to lung is okay. Some people want more. It's good that in the packaging you got the option to change it from 2 to 3.5. So that will be a good point. Another good point would be it's easy to build on, really simple. Just put the coils in the same way. You don't have to have the legs facing opposite each other. Screw it down, wick it up. The wicking of this one is pretty easy like I showed you. Gonna go over a few bad points obviously. The bad points would be that airflow disc under the coil. Like I said, I did buy the MTL RTA a long time ago. I didn't review that one. That one came with 2 different discs. Those 2 discs wouldn't stay in for me. This one, the disc does stay in place. They do say the same that you can actually turn it around with a coil in situ. I don't think you can. When you try and spin it around with a little screwdriver, it lifts up slightly. So I would just sort of set it to what you want. I always have mine with a 3 times 0.8mm. It's going to be one of those ones that you don't want to use it on a mechanical device, just in case that the disc does come loose and touch the post and short out. So yeah, mechanical device, don't use this one obviously. I've had no issues with that disc moving. I would say don't put any juice on that disc to make it spin easier. Because if you juice it up, it makes it more looser. Leave it nice and tight, push it in and just leave it. Another bad point would be, again, that disc. With the MTL RTA, you got 2 types of disc. With this one, you've only got 3 options. You got 0.8mm, 3.8mm, or that slot, and that is it. There is like 7 or 6 different airflows on the outside, but I wish they gave you another disc with maybe another 3 different sort of sizes. As it is, you've only got 3 adjustable holes under the coil, that 1 or the 3 or the slot. So yeah, I wish they gave you a second disc with a few more different options. It's going to be one of those RTAs that's performing well. It's nothing outstanding, but it's not going to be bad in my opinion. You've got a lot of mouth-to-lung RTAs already. Do you need this one? Not really in my opinion. It's not doing anything else that any other ones are doing out there in the market. It's giving you really good flavour. Easy to build, but a lot of them are. But a lot of the new ones have more options. This one's slightly limited without airflow under the coil, having just 3 options. The flavour on this one, like I said, is really good flavour. I'd say between 7.5 and 8, depending on your build. So yeah, that's my thoughts and my opinions on the Vertex MTL RTA. It's one of those ones that if you've already got quite a few mouth-to-lung RTAs that you're happy with, do you need to buy this one? Not really. If you have one or two, you want something new, you like the look of this one, then yeah, why not? Good performing, easy to build, easy to wick. Well, like I said, there's nothing new, there's nothing different than any of the RTAs that's out there at the moment. It's just a nice performer. Like I said, pretty good flavour, a 7.5 to 8 for me. So yeah, guys and girls, that's my thoughts and my opinions on the Vertex MTL RTA from HellVape. If you liked the video, want to give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. If you're new to me, not seen me before, want to hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, I'll see you all on the next one.